Professional shooting attracts an elite crowd, among them a handful of powerful politicians, including President Aquino, Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, and Congressman Jack Enrile. The most important local gun competition this year is the Senator Bongbong Marcos Cup, named after the son of the former Philippine dictator. Many of the courses are sponsored by members of major political families. An Ateneo sociologist says guns represent power.
For these people, they actually seek it out, okay? Maybe because of the recreation, and maybe to a certain degree, okay, the power that it symbolizes.
For politicians and non-politicians, the sport also fosters camaraderie. Shooting friendships can translate to big alliances off the course. The president stood up for his shooting buddies when they were under fire, including former Interior Undersecretary Rico Puno, political advisor Ronald Llamas, and Land Transportation Office Chief Virginia Torres. Senator Marcos says politicians liking guns is only a coincidence.
It's nothing to do with politicians, it's to do with Filipinos. Filipino guys like guns.
Guns are common in the Philippines. A 2009 paper by the Philippine Center for Transnational Crimes found that there is one gun for every 51 Filipinos, or at least 2 guns for every family clan. Civilians own 2/3 of all legal guns, more guns than the police and military combined. The Philippines isn't that far away from the United States for deaths related to gun violence. A sociologist from University of the Philippines explains guns spread in Philippine society because many believe they can't rely on institutions.
It's not genetic, it's not cultural, it's not in our blood. The persistence of violence is more rooted in the institutions that have been built.
Professional shooters point out hobbyists are not the problem. It's unlicensed gun owners.
In fact, they don't use licensed guns. So they don't follow the rules, they don't follow the law. That's why there's a saying, only outlaws will have guns.
Fariñas and Marcos both acknowledge some politicians have guns for defense, but both insist there is a clear line between those who use guns in competitions and those who commit violent crimes.
We're looking to play this game and we're looking to have fun with each other and maybe win a trophy or 2 along the way, so we have bragging rights and say, look what I did. The sport helps you train for the life-threatening situation, but they're different things altogether. I don't need a fight. I don't want to fight with anyone. If I can run away, I will.
Marcos may be willing to run away from a fight, but he says he wouldn't run away from a shooting date with the president. Aquino and Marcos' political parties formed an alliance this year, but the two are not exactly friends. Marcos' father, Ferdinand Marcos, imprisoned Noynoy's father, Benigno Aquino, during martial law.
Sure, why not? I mean, I'm happy. Every time I'm shooting, I'm happy. Doesn't matter who's there, who's not there,
Given that your fathers are such strong political rivals, what do you think people would think if they knew you were going on a shooting date?
Oh, they'd be surprised that we're not shooting at each other. Because everybody wants us to be fighting. All the press always saying, oh, why are you fighting? We're not fighting. If we go to a range, we go shooting, we're shooting. That's it.
Marcos and Aquino, separated by politics and history. But guns and the politics of accommodation may bring them together. Marcos and Aquino are an unlikely pair, but in a country where many politicians are willing to overlook the past to make politics in the present run more smoothly, we can't count it out. We don't know if the match will happen, but if it did, it would be fun to watch. Catherine Visconti, Rappler, Poway, Ilocos Norte.